Hey guys, Renee from Bargain Hunter Thrift Store here. $2.4 million worth of furniture? You got me. It was all fake. Not. So many of these people out there, especially the young people, they make comments say it's fake, it's not possible. We got guys like a logistic transporter said logistically it's impossible. Other business people it's not possible. It's not possible if the only way it's not possible is if you say it's not possible. Anything can be done. At the end of this video, I'm going to walk through, as I'm driving, I'm about to go to see a movie, The Maze Runner. But at the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through the way they did it, how they made money with that thing. Number one thing you have to do is change your thinking. There's so many people out there that keep on telling you it's not possible, you cannot do it. They're trying to put you down. They put you in a box. If they had their way, they would have you be a Walmart greeter. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a Walmart greeter. It's just something wrong when you're 18 years old and that's your biggest inspiration. And it really saddens me when I see young people make such ignorant comments because, guys, you're hurting yourself. Do you think it really makes a difference if you tell me it's not possible? As a matter of fact, a lot of my friends tell me, why do you put up these videos? Why do you educate people? The more people that you teach, the more competition we get. The reason me and Casey teach this type of stuff, and even Tatiana, she's learning this, because if we can make a difference, it's just in a few people's life, show them there's a whole nother way out there. You just have to expand your thinking. Quit being like this. Just expand your thinking. And if we make a difference in just a couple people's life, that makes us happy and it gives us more purpose and, I don't know, it just makes us feel good. So, anyway, those people out there, you know, there's so many people that achieve ultimate goals. Jeff Bezos, okay, and I'm not a huge fan of Amazon because of a lot of their politics, but that guy started in his garage, and now he's one of the richest people on the planet. Yeah, that's impossible, right? Michael Jordan is going to dunk from the free throw line. Impossible. Tennessee Titans, I know a lot of you guys love football. Tennessee Titans are down by 6 points with 10 seconds to go receiving a kickoff. Impossible to score, right? All this stuff is impossible. Sending a man to the moon, impossible. Having planes fly in the air with people, impossible. All that stuff is impossible. Taking $49,000 and turning it into $200,000 with some furniture, impossible, right? Everything is impossible. You need to stop thinking that way. You need to stop talking that way. When you come on the channels and you insult people or you say stuff like this, you just don't want to look stupid. You should listen. You should subscribe. Subscribe right now and learn and see if you can pick up one thing. Everything in life is possible. The only thing that's impossible is that you keep on saying that, like, I said that wrong. The only thing that's stupid is that you keep on saying it's impossible because the only person that can stop you is you. That's it. Once you get past that level of thinking it's impossible, life is wonderful. You can achieve anything. You know, I'm a fat guy, I'm ugly, whatever. That's great, but I got a beautiful wife. That's impossible. She's only with him for the money. Most people...
I had more money than him. He didn't even really have any money when I met him, so
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people say. Those are like the stupid comments, you know. It's like Casey had way more money than I did when she met me. I wasn't as big, but I was still big back then too. So it doesn't matter what your looks are. You can meet anybody, get anybody. It's all about your attitude. Number one thing girls like in a guy's confidence. So take that as a note. Maybe that makes a difference in your dating life. But it's like, you know, I see these messages and I know a lot of these people are ignorant and they play PlayStation and, you know, they want to get their free cell phone and stuff like this. But that's what you're going to be as long as you think that way and you think you're cool, that you talk like that. Learn, listen. Now we're going to drive through the movies and in the car I'm going to talk you through the way they went with the selling that stuff. And, you know, if you're going to just keep on saying everything is impossible and nothing you can do, and then just, you know, unsubscribe. This is not the channel. Go watch an MTV video, watch a football game. Do all the stuff that the rich people want you to do that keeps you occupied so they can do the impossible while you watch television. We'll be right back. Okay.
And start.
Okay, guys, we're in the car. So I'm going to talk more stuff about this. And the reason I'm talking about it is just because it emotionally awoke me. It makes me sad when I see people just thinking that ignorant. And by the way, you know, in Germany, my family was very wealthy. For health reasons, we came to America. They lost everything. There were like 3-4 years where I used to pick in the trash, trying to find stuff to sell that I could sell on the weekend on the swap meet to make money. Plus me and my brothers, we used to go hustle around the swap meet. We would buy snap-on sockets from private people for 50 cents each and then sell them to dealers for $2, a lot of them. So now I live in a house that's well over $1 million. You know, we don't own it, we just rent it. But we're saving our money because eventually we want to own a storage facility, which most people would say is impossible, but not for us, it's possible. We're just getting there. You know, we have 2 brand new Mercedeses. I always have cash available. I have a very successful business. I got a beautiful wife, a beautiful daughter. Life is actually pretty good.
Look at how good life is. Look at that view. All the way out there, that's the whole view of the ocean.
Yes. But anyway, so all this stuff comes, and I totally started on the bottom. Like I said, I used to pick in the trash. You know, I knew every trash day in Vegas. The way we got here is working 14, 15, 16 hours a day sometimes. Working through the whole night, listing on eBay, learning stuff. Still to this day, when I go to the bathroom, you usually find me reading something on the internet where I learn, or reading a price guide, or flipping through a price guide and just seeing and just trying to learn things. So again, everything is possible. You just have to do it. And you know what the beautiful part is? This is just the beginning. It's just going to keep on getting better and better and better. So that's the attitude you have to have. Anyway, so that's to all the naysayers. If you still just have that total negative outlook on life, this is not the channel for you. Just unsubscribe. If you want to learn and want to inspire and share some of our adventures, keep on following us. There's so much stuff. And before people say because we're on TV, that's why we make money and stuff, we had everything that you don't have to fix my shirt. It's fine. Show them a little neck. That's good. Get sexy. It's nothing wrong with that. Everything that we had before TV. Our businesses, our house. We had nice cars before TV. So everything we had was way before TV. We made some good money on storage, but we really didn't make that much. We have successful businesses. All right. So now let me educate you how the impossible is possible. And I'm going to make a quick rundown. I'm not going to get into all the little details. If I forget something, ask a question. I'll try to answer it. If your comments are ignorant, I'm not going to answer. But if you have really questions where I think somebody wants to learn or be interactive, I will try to help. Because like I said, if we can make a difference in anybody's life, that would be awesome. So they bought the warehouse for $49,000. Everybody's saying, it's stupid. The rent is crazy. They can't move that much stuff. You're correct, the rent is crazy. The rent would be $37,000. I think the warehouse was, this is from memory, so they bought this 2-3 weeks ago. Obviously, I'm not involved in the deal, so I don't remember. I don't remember all the details. But I believe the warehouse was around 91,000 square feet, or like right around 100,000 square feet. And it's packed. I mean, just rows and rows of pallets. It's probably bigger than a Costco. And the pallets were, I believe, 4 or 3 racks high. And it's just three high, all full of furniture. So the smartest way to do it, and which they tried, they called the landlord. They said, hey, how about we rent the building for another month? We'll pay you another $30,000 cash. That would give them 2 months to sell the stuff. They could do auctions, Craigslist, all that good stuff, get more money. The landlord did not want to do that because they already had a tenant that was moving in on the 1st of March. Originally, they gave him, I think, 3 weeks, but the landlord actually said, go ahead and take 4 weeks because they had some power problems and they were still working out a few things. So what did they do? Every night they go there, they would bring trucks and load up a truck themselves and take it down to their stores. So one of the guys has an auction house, the other guy has a retail store. So every day they would just send a truckload down. Truckload is a few $1,000s. So now remember, it's a partners of 2. They're only into $25,000. Then they brought in right away 5 workers, and all these workers did for every single day, basically for the first 10 days, is take couches, furniture, end tables, different things down from the different pallets, unpack it, and stages in the warehouse. So actually the first video you see already, some of the stuff is being set up. They ran an auction through Proxy Bid. It was a short sale auction. They ran it about a week before they have to be out, I believe, or 2 weeks before they have to be out. And I don't remember how many lots it was. I think it ended up being like 500 or 600 lots they did. So it was couch sets. Now remember, this is it's a brand new company. So sometimes you see one type of couch and they have it 20 times. So you can do one auction and actually run 20 different items on Proxy Bid. They advertise it to all kinds of furniture dealers saying, hey, we got all these furniture wholesale, no reserve price, it's gonna be cheap. So I believe it was like 500-600 auctions. I'm gonna put a link to the Proxy Bid auction in this YouTube video. That auction, I think it only ran for 3-4 days, and then people had 2 days to pick it up. That auction brought in $106,000. That's the sales price. Plus, I believe it's a 15% buyer's premium, which they get another 10%, just to help to pay for labor and stuff like this. Then they're obviously in the business, so they knew all kinds of furniture dealers, different thrift stores. They went to everybody, including me. Said, "Hey, Renee, come down, pick up couches. We have over 2,000 couches. You can get them $100 a piece. You know, take them to your store, sell them for $300." We didn't do it because if you follow us, we're just in this incredible hoarder house video, which I'm going to upload some videos too. I've just been super busy, so I haven't. They kept all the patio furniture for themselves, which was
smart.
Which was super smart, because in San Diego, patio furniture is great. And they took out 7 semi-truckloads.
And expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. So 7 semi-truckloads of furniture out that is just patio. So, you know, even if you figure a truckload is worth $10,000, which it should be more than that, but let's just say $10,000, and it cost them another $1,000 to get it down to San Diego. That's 9,000 times 7. That's another $63,000. The auction brought 106. Then they called other people that were bidding. There's a really big auction house here in, so it's somewhere like Orange County. It's called South Coast. They came up, they bought 3 semi-truckloads wholesale. Another furniture company out of Mexico came up and bought 3 semi-truckloads wholesale. And what they did, so as you see in the videos, they just have these long rows of furniture stacked. And what they did, they said, you can't pick, but what you can do, you can buy a whole row for $5,000 or $7,500, depending on how stacked it was and what type of furniture. So they sold a whole bunch of stuff like that wholesale. Now they're trying to get as many loads as they can. They're taking their own 24-foot truckloads, so they're taking their trailers out. But see, just those numbers I said right there, it's probably close to $200,000. Knock another $50,000 off for overhead expenses for people working, loading, stuff like this, transportation. That puts you to $150,000. You paid $49,000. You still got this 7 semi-truckloads you brought down, plus all the other stuff. Plus, I believe they still have another week of just selling random stuff. Every day what they sell comes in. So by the time this deal is said and done, you know, they each put up about $25,000. They each should get back $100,000 to $125,000. For 4 weeks of work, that's not bad. Plus, the stores is going to have killer furniture in it. Now, the better plan obviously would have been to get 2 months to run way more auctions instead of selling 500-600 items on auctions. Sell 2,500 items on auctions. If you have something like this, all you do, you call every secondhand furniture store. You call new furniture stores that were brand new, and just tell them, look, we're gonna wholesale this stuff 10 cents on the dollar. Come pick up couches that were wholesale $400 or $500, $100. They retail for $1,000, so you still get them for 10 cents on the dollar. So that's a quick rundown without thinking. That's without me being involved in a thing. I will post a link to the Proxy Bid Auction. Again,
and don't forget, these guys are young too. They're not old guys.
Yeah, they're young. I mean, I think the auctioneer, I mean, he's younger than me, but I think he's in his early 30s now.
Yeah.
And I think my other buddy's in his early 30s too. You know, I'm just hit 40, so they're a little bit younger than me. Like, you know, they're like one generation down from me almost, but we're really close. But, you know, those guys worked the butt off the auctioneer, and I don't mention their names because they just didn't want their names mentioned. But the auctioneer guy, he was there 4 or 5 in the morning. The other guy, you know, 3-4 trips there in the morning. So this wasn't easy. People say, you know, yes, they did work, like super hard work for 4 weeks. But even if they just clear $50,000 for 4 weeks worth of work, that's pretty good. So especially in this type of business. So it is possible. Anybody out there that says it's impossible or it's fake, they just don't know what they're talking about. And, you know, it's really important that you guys pay attention to those type of people. They always tell you it's impossible.
Well, they're busy saying it's not possible if somebody else is out there doing it, passing them by.
In life, you have so many options or decisions that where you can make one choice go one way or another, and it can completely change your life just by making a decision. I'll give you another example from Original Productions, the guy who founded it, Tom Beers. So, I mean, you know, me and him are not friends or anything. We met a couple times, so I don't want anybody thinking that I'm, you know, mentioning like I know him, but. You know, I obviously worked for him on Storage Wars, and I read up because I want to know what's going on. So he was doing stuff for National Geography and Discovery Channel, kind of like in Africa, taking videos and doing little shows about zebras and stuff like this, as far as I understand. And then he was one day doing the thing for Discovery Channel, I think it was Discovery Channel, where he went on these crab boats in Alaska, and he was just going to do like a quick segment about it. But then he came out, the storm was so crazy and it was so scary that he thought he was going to die and the boat is going to sink. But in his mind, he made a decision right there. He can say it's impossible to be out here and hide in a boat and hope to survive. Or he's just, you know what, this is possible. We're just going to film, we're going to survive it. He pulled out his camera and he started filming all the action, the storm, the men fighting with the crabs, whatever was going on. And he made a tape, and like, you know, in some of his interviews, he jokes about that, you know, one day that boat is going to sink and the tape will wash up and somebody will watch it. But he sent that to Discovery Channel for the 30-minute segment, And they said, oh my God, this stuff is great. We want to buy a show. We want more of this. And he said, well, this season's not for another 8 months or 9 months. And that's actually how Deadliest Catch was born. And I'm sure I'm missing some of the details, but the point of this whole story is, you know, he made a decision. He didn't say, oh, this is impossible. He just picked up his camera and he started filming, and he did the best that he could. And then he made a show out of it. And, you know, obviously, if you look up his name, Deadliest Catch, I don't even know how many seasons, 12 or 13 seasons, and Emmy Awards, several Emmy Awards. You know, his company, because of that, they made Storage was awesome, Monsters Garage, Deadliest Catch, Bering Sea Gold, whole bunch of stuff like that. He ended up being the CEO of Fremantle, which did American Idol, like all this type of stuff. Ended up selling the company for, I think, over $100 million or something like that, and even more. Who knows? I don't even know all the details, but crazy. But that little moment, that little choice, he decided not to let other people put him down or just thoughts put him down, and he did it. So when people have that constant thinking of impossible, you need to deprogram yourself. You got to stop thinking that way. Everything is possible. And you know, there's guys out there driving Lamborghinis, and they have 7 Lamborghinis, and they just do it. They don't inherit all the money. People earn the money. You know, when Bitcoin was 20 cents, everybody said it's impossible it's ever worth anything. I mean, it was as high as almost $20,000. You know, as this moment, it's $11,000. So everything in life is possible. The only person that can really stop you is you. People can knock you down, and people can put brakes on you, or people can delay you. But in the long run, they can never stop you, because everything is possible. So I got a bunch of videos coming out. We have a bunch of videos coming out. I'm going to do another video talking about where people always say our prices are way off. And I'm going to explain the difference between pricing in a place like California or in a place like Ohio. So I'm going to take an example of that. So.
Yeah, and we're going to show what the price of gas is, the price of milk.
Yeah,
like, you have to remember, we live in one of the most expensive cities.
Save it for a different video. It's a whole different video. But you know what, guys? Do me a favor. Don't let the naysayers stop you. Don't let people tell you it's impossible.
And wait a second. What do we see here?
Bargain hunters.
Bargain hunters.
Bargain hunters. What time is it? 6:14. Ooh, they're still open. So we got to go in. My window just totally fogged up because I'm sweating. I'm passionate about this. But everything in life is possible. And if somebody wants to be a negative influence and tell you that you can't do it, get a new friend. Get people that support you, and get people that believe in you, and everything is possible. I started with shitty $100 storage units, and before
$10 units.
Yeah.
Even.
and now, you know, if a deal were $1 million deal, I could get the money. I have the resources. I have the people. We can make deals happen. So everything is possible. Don't let anybody stop you. I know I said it 1,000,000 times. It's weird, but don't let people stop you. Go out and do it. Make money. Decide what your dream is, and just go do it. Just like Nike. Just do it. It's possible.
Just do it.
Just
Make your dreams become reality.
That's a really weird awkward voice. On that note, make sure to hit subscribe. Let us know what you think in the video. And you know what? If you guys have success stories out there, share them. Share them with other people, you know? It's like, if you put out positive vibes and positive energy, and it comes back to you, you know? So let's encourage people. And if people make dumb comments, let's just pray for them, I guess. See you guys later.